The arrival of the ceremonial mace, carried by Chief Marshal Professor Dan Hollis, marks the official opening of the 180th Spring Commencement Ceremony of Marshall University. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, thank you, and welcome. Today's celebration proudly recognizes the accomplishments of our newest graduates and is witnessed by this wonderful assembly of people and others viewing all over the world. And now please stand for the singing of the national anthem by Hillary Harold, a master's degree candidate, and then remain standing for the invocation by campus minister, the Reverend Benjamin Wells.
May we pray. To the one who gives us life, leads us to all wisdom, and has called us each by name, we pause to reflect and be grateful for the blessings and opportunities over so many years which have made this day possible. As we hear our own names spoken aloud today and receive diplomas and certificates of accomplishment, may we also hear your voice calling each one present to receive a word of purpose and direction for life. This is a day of celebration as we commemorate finishing a chapter in our own history at Marshall University, and it is also a day of great expectation as we send these graduates out into a world in need not only of their skills and knowledge and creativity, but also their wisdom and understanding, and especially their compassion and courage. We pray they will go forth from this day and this place to add value to others and impact our world for the better in all the places they may find themselves. And so, with friends and family who have gathered to encourage and support these graduates, and the many faculty, staff, and administrators who have nurtured and mentored them along the way, we welcome the presence of our Creator, who has anticipated this moment from the beginning of time. Amen.
Thank you, Hillary and Reverend Wells. You may be seated. Please join me in thanking the Marshall University Commencement Band and the conductor, Mr. Brian O. Walden. The governing body of Marshall University is the Board of Governors, with members appointed by the governor of the great state of West Virginia. The members of the Marshall University Board of Governors here with us today are Wyatt Skaggs, Chairman, James Bale, Vice Chairman, Cam Brammer, Faculty Representative, thank you, Mariah Young, Staff Representative, and Matthew Jarvis, Student Representative. Thank you each for your service. I'd now like to ask Mr. James Bales, Vice Chairman of the Board of Governors, to come forward to bring greetings on behalf of that distinguished body.
Good morning. On behalf of the Marshall University Board of Governors, I want to welcome you today and celebrate with you as graduates, your family, and friends, the important milestone you have attained. As you walk across the stage today, shake hands with President Gilbert and receive your scroll. You will be closing a very significant chapter in your life. The degree you receive will evidence your dedication and certify your achievement. You can be justly proud of that degree. While the degree is neither a prerequisite to or a guarantee of financial success, it is emblematic of the knowledge you have acquired and the experience you have accumulated. This knowledge and experience will serve you well whether you choose to enter the workforce now or continue to pursue your academic studies. We hope you will always remember the Marshall chapter of your life as meaningful, remarkable, and not the least, enjoyable. The Board of Governors congratulates you for your perseverance, dedication, and accomplishment, and wishes for each of you God's blessing and the very best of life.
Thank you, Jim. Next up is Student Body President, Mr. Matthew Jarvis, who will bring greetings on behalf of the students.
On behalf of the student body, I would like to celebrate and congratulate our newest set of alumni. You all have been leaders in our campus and in our community. Your hard work and perseverance is shown today. You are true sons and daughters of Marshall. I'd be remiss if I didn't end this quick speech with my favorite thing at Marshall. We are. Marshall. We are. Marshall. We are. Marshall. Congratulations to the class of 2017.
Thank you, Matt. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Theater critics have called our special guest today a talent to be reckoned with and a consummate performer with one of the great voices on Broadway today, gifted and truly a beautiful instrument. J. Mark McVeigh is a distinguished son of Marshall and of Huntington, who has forged an outstanding career as a singer and actor on Broadway. Although Mark I understand you majored in marketing at Marshall, not music, at the urging of your father. I guess it's good to have a backup plan. Perhaps known best for his performances as Jean Valjean in Les Miserables, Mark made his debut on Broadway in that role after having won the Helen Hayes Award for Outstanding Actor while on tour. He was the first American to perform the role in London and also gave award-winning performances with the Los Angeles Philharmonic and in the 25th anniversary tour of the show. All in all, he has given more than 3,200 performances of Les Mis. That's a lot of singing. Mark made his Carnegie Hall debut with composer Marvin Hamlisch and continues to perform with symphonies around the world. He has also been seen on television many times, including on America's Got Talent and All My Children. He made his PBS debut with the Boston Pops and followed that appearance with the PBS Christmas special, U.S. Troops. Mark's participation in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra recording, The Christmas Eve, earned a double platinum record, and he has produced 3 solo CDs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our guest speaker, Mr. J. Mark McVeigh.
Well, good morning. I have to do the first thing, and that's to get a little bit of video for my archives. So everybody wave. I love media. Thank you very much. Thank you, distinguished guests, Board of Governors, Dr. Gilbert, the rest of my podium party, most importantly, the Marshall University graduating class of 2017. I'm honored and humbled to be here today, this morning, to share in this important time of your lives. This day marks the end of hopefully what is a great chapter of your life story, but it also is the beginning of your unique and personal journey into the real world. As President Gilbert mentioned, I am a graduate of Marshall in the marketing department, and I'm a member of the 6-year plan on Marshall. I don't know if anyone can, relate to that, but I remember one of my professors, Dr. Alexander, saying there were several distinctions of graduates: summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. And then there was a very special category of graduate, laude how cum. I was in that category. But I'm very proud to say that I finished in the upper 10% of the lower 1/3 of my class. I don't consider myself a scholar, but rather a student of life. However, because I realize the enormous responsibility that is given me to be one of the last people that you hear from before you get a piece of paper that signifies that you have successfully accomplished all the tasks that are set before you, I am honored, happy, and excited to spend the next few moments to share a few thoughts that have helped me to attain my life goals. I'm a dreamer. I started singing as soon as I could speak. Kindergarten could not start until I boldly stood up on top of my chair and sang the West Virginia Hills. I learned at an early age that dreams have a way of fueling passion. When I mentioned the concept of dreams, hopes, thoughts, most of us can relate to those thoughts of the future. Each of you sitting here has hopes, dreams, and ideas, a picture in your mind of what your life will be like, where you will live, where you will work, who you might marry, or at least the kind of person or people that you like to hang around and enjoy being around. A famous motivational speaker once said, quote, "Passion is born when you get a glimpse of your potential," unquote. And I hope for you today that because of your time at Marshall University, you have gotten a glimpse of your potential. So hold on to your dreams and magnify your passion. Passion is what it takes to form the resilience that is necessary to thrive in this world. The piece of paper that I received 35 years ago carried some weight. However, I found that I had to dig deep almost every day into my heart and soul to find the gritty passion necessary to just survive. And let me be clear, the human beings were created to thrive, not just survive. Passion is the difference. Recent statistical forecasts predict that your generation could have as many as 6 different career paths. So unlike generations before you who had one job for their entire career, you will need to identify and develop your passions in order to find the best careers for yourself. Develop a passion for life. Passion generates desire and energy. Desire and energy create a growth mindset. My good friend Mick Uclea, an author, consultant, international authority on leadership training, once said, quote, "It is much easier to channel energy than to motivate lethargy," unquote. I'm sure your professors will agree with that. Business leaders love people who come with batteries included. Be self-motivated. Get passionate about life. It will go a long way toward your success. Concurrently, control your thoughts. It was Earl Nightingale who said, quote, "We become what we think about most of the time. And that's the strangest secret," unquote. Scholars, philosophers, and prophets throughout history disagree on any number of subjects, but they all unanimously agree on this one issue. We become what we think about. Over 2,500 years ago, Buddha wrote, quote, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we create the world," unquote. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor from 161 to 180, said, quote, "A man's life is what his thoughts make of it," unquote. And it's likely that many of you have heard, and some have probably read, an international bestseller with over 5 million copies in print by the Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, "The Power of Positive Thinking." The title says it all. So what if I were to ask you, do you have more negative thoughts or more positive thoughts during a day? Or what about this question? What messages are being reinforced in your mind about yourself? Negative messages or positive messages? Life can be an exercise in mind over emotion. We have control over our thoughts daily. You are and you will be bombarded by emotional messaging in music, online platforms, advertising, personal relationships. Some helpful hints from a person more than twice your age. Be aware of what you allow your mind to dwell upon. Be careful what you accept as truth. and be determined to think for yourselves. I get up and start my day with an attitude of gratitude. I do that because it helps me to minimize my complaining. I liken it to soaring like an eagle. You can't soar like an eagle if you're always quacking like a duck. This is the greatest country on the face of the earth, and we are the most fortunate society to ever have walked this planet. So I urge you to influence your world for the good by sharing with others only what you know to be true. Meanwhile, develop a servant's heart. Now that's a radical statement, right? However, I'm convinced that this is a critical element to success in every type of relationship. One act of service can change a person's life. And don't be surprised if the life most changed by that service is yours. I'm a big fan and follower of leadership guru Ken Blanchard. I love his take on the corporate leadership world. Ken is keen and thoughtful with his wisdom. Here are some instructive phrases that I picked up from Ken that I think will make an impact. Quote, "The key to a successful leadership today is influence, not authority," unquote. I think this is a concept that's going to be a key in developing the workforce of the future. I mean, think about it. Your generation is the first generation that really does not need an authoritative figure, perhaps except your parents, to give you answers. You can get an answer to almost any question you ask in the palm of your hand. The problem is it the right answer? And that's where your discernment and your critical thinking come in. Ken also said, quote, "Make an effort to catch people doing the right thing," unquote. I love this concept. People who get praise for producing good results feel good about the work that they're doing. The shepherd is responsible for the sheep. So, all of you leaders out there, and you know who you are, you will find in the world a tremendous void. Therefore, you also find a tremendous responsibility, not only to lead, but to serve. Your teams will thrive not because of your leadership, but because of your ability to care, to serve, to show compassion, to demonstrate empathy. Those of you who do not yet find yourselves in the leadership position, don't worry. Follow with fortitude. Follow vigorously. Follow intentionally. Celebrate your leaders and serve their direction in the proper spirit. A follower is not defined as a lesser or a weaker person, but a person who complements, who bolsters, who supports. These individuals make the world work. And no matter what role you find yourself, make the effort to serve others. It's a concept that has been proven to work effectively for over 2,000 years by the greatest leadership role model of all, in my opinion, Jesus Christ. We are all uniquely designed with our own likes, our own dislikes, our gifts, our skills. Discover your gifts, it's your responsibility, and cultivate your skills and share them with all of us. We need you. We need your skills. We need your gifts. We need your ideas. Most of us believe in a higher power, God, the universe, Mother Nature. This belief is something larger than ourselves, can help to define us, to motivate us, to drive our actions and our interactions. I believe that we are spiritual beings first. Now, you don't have to believe as I do, but whatever your viewpoint, most of us can agree that we were designed for relationship. Since we are all together on this planet at the same time, let's relate to one another by doing more of what we love to do and sharing more of who we truly are. When you pursue your passion, master your mindset, and serve selflessly, you will find yourself working in this world, but it won't seem like work. I know a little bit about this. Before I started to pursue my passion for music and theater, where I've been fortunate enough to work for the past 35 years, I had several unsatisfying experiences. I had a paper route when I was 10 years old. I worked in a retail position. I sprayed the right-of-ways for the railroad. I worked construction. I poured a concrete smokestack from the ground to 1,153 feet in the air. I waited tables, I bartended, and I dug ditches. It was in that experience of digging ditches that I met a man who gave me a great piece of advice. That man was Red Dawson. Anybody heard that name? Red Dawson told me to get my butt back into college. Red Dawson is a contractor at the time and former MU football coach that was blessed to miss the devastating plane crash of 1970 that brought this university, our football program, and this community to its knees. Why do I share this part of my early story? Because I have a long history with this university and a deep connection to this great town of Huntington, West Virginia. I was born here. My father is an alumnus of Marshall. I grew up in Huntington. I was old enough to remember, comprehend, and to witness the resolve of this community as it band together to surround this great university with love and compassion, demonstrating a dogged determination not to let it waver in its decision to not only field another football team the very next year, but to continue to offer the highest caliber of education and opportunity to its students and to our community. And now all of you are an integral part of this community. Marshall University, Huntington, West Virginia. 4 years ago, each of you started a relationship with this university and this community. And we believe that we have served you well. And now it is my hope that you will all come to realize that it will be your desire, even more than your duty, to help carry that same love and compassion and gratitude and passion and grit to the desperate corners of the world that you call home, and proudly proclaim the name of Marshall University everywhere that you go. Because the world needs to know that we are Marshall. We are. We are! We are! Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Mark. It is my privilege at this time to recognize all the men and women graduating today who are serving or have served our nation in the United States Armed Forces. To every one of our veterans, we thank you and your families for your service to our country. Each Marshall graduate who is a veteran is wearing a red, white, and blue cord symbolic of his or her military service. Would our graduating veterans please rise at this time and be recognized? I would now ask all veterans who are in our audience to stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service to our great country. Our faculty is the heart and soul of Marshall University. Their work in the classroom and research spaces creates the rich learning environment where our students are educated. We are very proud of the work they do. Please join me in recognizing and honoring the members of the Marshall University faculty who are with us today. And would the faculty please stand? Thank you. Now I am pleased to introduce Dr. Paige Mueller-Liley, Chair of the Faculty Senate, who will recognize our honored faculty.
It's actually my honor today to represent the distinguished faculty of Marshall University. If you'll turn to pages 12 and 13 in your program, you will see the names of the people who have received awards for research and teaching this year. We're pleased to add all of these names to the long list of award-winning faculty at Marshall. Like our graduates, our retiring faculty are moving on to new chapters in their lives. Collectively, these 21 men and women represent 507 years of service. They've taught hundreds of courses to thousands of students. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty at Marshall University, I bid you a fond farewell, for now at least, and I wish each of you the greatest of success in your careers. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Gail Ormiston.
Thank you, President Gilbert, and good morning. We will begin by recognizing a very special group of graduates here today. Would all of our graduates who are the first in their families to earn a college degree please stand and be recognized? You and your family should be very proud of your accomplishments. I know that we are at Marshall University. Thank you. We would now like to recognize those graduates whose very high level of academic performance and achievement as undergraduates at Marshall University calls for recognition. As I ask each group to stand, please join me in congratulating them. We will first recognize associate degree graduates with honors and high honors, which is a grade point average of 3.3 to 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Will the associate degree honored graduates please stand to be recognized by the audience? At the baccalaureate level, the cum laude honor recognizes students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.3 to 3.59 on a 4-point scale. Will the cum laude graduates please stand to be recognized by the audience? Thank you. You may be seated. Magna cum laude honors students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.6 to 3.84 on a 4-point scale. Will the magna cum laude graduates please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Finally, summa cum laude is awarded to students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.85 to 4.0 on a 4-point scale. Will the summa cum laude graduates please stand to be recognized by the audience? Thank you, and well done. I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Nikki Lacasio, Dean of the Marshall University Honors College.
Thank you, Provost Ormiston. At this time, we would like to recognize those graduates who have successfully completed the requirements of the Honors College. As I ask them to stand, please join me in congratulating them. Will the graduates from the Society of Jaeger Scholars Program and the Honors College please stand to be acknowledged? Thank you. You may be seated.
We are here today to honor and to award degrees to those students who have successfully completed the degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty of Marshall University. We ask that through your attentiveness, you honor them with us. The candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Science will be presented by Dean Charles Somerville.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Science please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the dedicated faculty of the Marshall University College of Science, I'm pleased to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Somerville. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the Regents Bachelor of Arts degree will be presented by Dean David Pittenger.
Will the candidates for the Regents Bachelor of Arts degree please stand? Provost Ormiston, on the behalf of the faculty of Marshall University, I present these students for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Pittenger. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the College of Information Technology and Engineering will be presented by Dean Wael Zatar.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees of the College of Information Technology and Engineering please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the dedicated faculty of the College of Information Technology and Engineering of Marshall University, I am very pleased to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Zatar. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree of the Lewis College of Business will be presented by Dean Robert Simpson.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree of the Lewis College of Business please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the faculty of the Lewis College of Business of Marshall University, I am pleased to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Simpson. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Arts and Media will be presented by Dean Donald Van Horn.
Will candidates for the bachelor's degrees of the College of Arts and Media please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the distinguished faculty of the College of Arts and Media, I'm pleased to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Van Horn. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Education and Professional Development will be presented by Dean Teresa Eagle.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Education and Professional Development please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Professional Development, I am proud to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Eagle. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Liberal Arts will be presented by Dean Robert Bookwalter.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Liberal Arts please rise? Provost Ormiston, on behalf of the outstanding faculty in the College of Liberal Arts, it is my honor to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Bookwalter. Will the candidates please remain standing? The candidates for the associate and bachelor's degree of the College of Health Professions will be presented by Dean Michael Pruitt.
Will the candidates for the associate and bachelor's degree in the College of Health Professions please rise? Provost Sorensen, on behalf of the faculty in the College of Health Professions at Marshall University, I'm pleased to present these candidates for their degrees.
Thank you, Dean Pruitt. Will the candidates please remain standing? President Gilbert, on behalf of the faculty, I have the privilege of presenting the Marshall University undergraduate class of May 2017. As each candidate has completed the requirements for their specific degree, I recommend the appropriate degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the administration, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Marshall University Board of Governors in the state of West Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Please be seated.
We will now individually present the associate and bachelor's degree graduates. We ask that you honor our graduates with your attentiveness. We will begin with the College of Health Professions and proceed in a continuous presentation from college to college without interruption. Reading the names of our graduates today are Professor Robin McCutcheon, Professor Harlan Smith, Professor Daniel Holbrook, and Professor Bernice Morris.
Ready? We will now recognize the graduates from the College of Health Professions, presented by Dean Michael Pruitt. Joshua David Jobis. Cassie Lynn Weaver. Lauren Elizabeth Campbell. Victoria Elise Pyatt. Larissa Christine Davis. Heather Nicole Davis. Hunter Cole Adkins. Nathaniel Lewis Rainey. Stephen Russell Sutphin. Cassie Marie Hudak. Casey Marie Hudak. Austin Graham Banks. Patrick Russell Horton. Carrie Ann Bailey. Caroline Rachel Eccles. Ronica Taylor Hensley. Heidi Ruth Dennison. Taylor Lurin Stamey. Kiana Peyton Maggard. Amanda Lynn Webb. Michael Elizabeth Hobstetter. Mary Norton. Justin Whittingham. Claire Elizabeth Muggy. Erica Lynn Engel. Cassidy Elizabeth May. Savannah Caitlin Rice. Samantha Jo Gregory. Michaela Jo Burgess. Sarah Michael Fisher. Justin Michael Friend. Matthew Tyler Sabo. Brian Lee Lahon. Autumn Brooke Pierce. Victoria Lynn Bratke. Brooke Alexandria Edwards. Callie Michelle Snodgrass. Jessica Diane Smith. Ariana Dawn Hatfield. Kelsey Marie Swain. Jill Denise Long. Lisa Ann Seabrick. Samantha Lee Jones. Ingrid Locke. Amber Nicole Govey. Megan Jo Molnar. Jamie Ann Mulraney. Haley Aaron Stang. Nandi Amal Awad. Tiffany Brooke Webb. Kylie Nicole Brown. Morgan Lee Piet. Kelsey Elizabeth Fisher. Jordan Page Courts. Susie Gunnels. Morgan Jolynn Ball. Megan Leanne Goldsberry. Rihanna Bryn Smith. Jessica Marie Wingate. Brianna Lee Woodburn. Heather Marie Babcock. Savannah Nicole Greer. Kristen Lee Baisden. Casey Samantha Blankenship. Micah Sage Ray. Christopher Bruce Hunn. Caleb Andrew Mead. Brittany Lynn Powell. Sierra Dawn Carter. Derek Rodney Morgan. Bethany Christine Adkins. Heather Elizabeth Lonkert. Chloe Parseman. Cassie Nicole Kinder. Kelsey Nadine Kinder. Meredith Ann Lauerman. Alex Bryant Cole Good. Heather Blue Herb. Randy Shane Rakes. Maria Rosalie White. Jillian Patricia Mullins. Alexis Victoria Bess. Jenna Elizabeth Fields. Spencer Wade Jett. Molly Ann Arthur. Rachel Ann Rollins. Courtney Noel Searles. Darian Page Riddick. Emily Royce Ignatoff. Emma Elaine Dillow. Lexus Gabrielle White. Bryson Forrest Minton. Benjamin Andrew Heil. Aaron Earl Orr. Lauren Ashley Streitenberger. Emma Clarice Cheney. Mariah Brianne Eberhardt. Jaylyn Berezzo. Susan K. Reisinger. Diana Carol Norman. Courtney Nicole Looney. Shelby Alexandra Cecil. Ashley Nicole Moore. Ashton Dior Ray McNeil. Jacob Stephen Finney. Christopher Caleb Pack. Marissa Lauren Snyder. Allison Elaine Wilkinson. Barbara Ellen Salmons. Mallory Paige Newsom. Ashley Nicole Richardson. Caitlin Marie Skaggs. Rebecca Nicole Bragg. Kirsten Doanne Vint. Tyler James Hoffman. Kristen Lynn Boyd. Stephen Chase Toppins. Brittany Allison May. Courtney Nicole Legowski. Alexandra Nicole Long. Mackenzie Margaret Morris. Antonique Butler. Abigail Jane Dillon. Grace Marie Gerald. Amber Nicole Newman. Rachel Shea McDowell. Demetrius Dante Miller. Matthew Anton White. Stephen Daniel Walker. Carrie Ann Beatrice McGraw. Brooke Haney. Jared David Hunley. Daniel Austin Joda. Daniel Lewis McKnight. Anthony Richard Warman. Bashan Gloston. Peyton Zebulon Ballard. Hannah Lee Siebert. Emma Rose Sovic. Sarah Ann Magner. Nicole Lynn Francis. Kirsten Mackenzie Best. Claire Bethany Brisson. Kelsey Marie Sauvé. Jacqueline Marguerite Kuzma. Emily Catherine Liddon. Laura Nicole Wilson. Taliqua Hamilton. Devon Durant. Michaela Nicole Toller. Michelle Lee Ball. Marissa Dawn Cantley. Autumn Nicole Tulliver. Bonnie Frances Heilman. Morgan Marie Vance. Tara Dawn Napier. Ashley Ruth Marie Sayer. Brianna Lane Smith. Alexis Faye Murphy. Taylor Elizabeth Price. Colby John Sayer. Christina Marie Lute. Kimberly Carter. Tori Marie Burdette. Kelly Ann Gregg. Kelsey Brianne Hart. Alexandria Paige Aguiar. Corey Kenyatta Neely Jr. Ryan Jacob Dotson. Robert Reimer. Rena Nicole Bailey. Marcus Armstead Reed. Earl Joanne Reed. Austin Lee Loop. Ryan Taylor.
We will now recognize the graduates from the College of Education and Professional Development, presented by Dean Teresa Eagle. Laura Ann Bradley. Megan Lindsay Wallens. Christina Marie Stewart. Elizabeth Kish. Danielle Brianne Wilkinson. Samantha Ray Hannaback. Sarah Catherine Rice. Cassandra A. Goodwin. Kelly Jo Swindell. Stacy Elizabeth Murphy. Catherine Lee Oxley. Gary Lee Harmon, Jr. Amy Michelle Tennant. Christina Lynn Hansen. Kayla Jo Burdette. Amy Brianne Lambert. Morgan Dixon. Heather K. Phillips. Emily Nicole Hall. Jessica Lee James. Chelsea Danielle Gore. Nikki Workman. Morgan Elizabeth Lewis. Victoria Catherine Carter. Kelsey Marie McCarty. Joe Anthony Church, Jr. Zachary Dakota New. Corey Tyler McAtee. Amanda Lynn Harvey. Brittany Paige Stevens. Chase Wyatt Dye. David Chase Stewart. Nathaniel Ryan Shipe. Sarah Elizabeth Brumbaugh. Krista Renee Navy. Anna Gail Blakeman. Connor James Lannon. Michaela Jade Gilkerson. Scott David Nybert. Tyler Anthony Payne. Haley Dawn Franklin. Andrea Michelle Barnes. Jennifer Nicole Miller. Crystal Marie Gremion. Bethany Shea Smith. Leslie Lusk. Jessica Noel Jacoby. Catherine Marie Whippel. Chloe Marie Adkins. We will now recognize the graduates from the Lewis College of Business, presented by Dean Robert Simpson. Paul A. Langdon. Sarah Jane Bostic. Ellen Sumaya Castro. Alexander L. Knoll. Alec Scott McIntosh. Andrew Stephen Bondi. Shanley Danielle Kraus. Dustin James Barnett. Samantha Ann Lengel. Jenna Louise Jenkins. Keith Andrew Schemmel. Andrew Joseph Aiello. Kyle Austin Coates. Grace Colleen Rogers. Kelly Ann Poling. Troy Hoffman. Jordan Vincent Fanelli. Dalton Jones. Taylor Danielle Long. Lakin Paul Brooks. Trin Pham. Pimrawi Ning Huang. Hannah Elizabeth Brown. Tyler David Salerno. Sean Lucas Bowles. Brandon Matthew Ware. Matthew Anderson. Trenton Alexander McCutcheon. Luke Evan Cooley. Lindsay Ann Robertson. Caitlin Elizabeth Farr. Todd Anthony Keffer II. Austin Michael Clue. Jordan Lee Parkhurst. Benjamin Thomas Norris. Kayla Jean Burnside. Sydney Michelle Arnold. Melissa Louise Miller. Heather Hicks. Mercedes Marie Dowell. Sasha Asi. Noah Ryan Porter. Hayden Luke Carpenter. Francis Taylor Kingston. Austin Jordan Trimboli. Corey Scott Tornes. Connor Elizabeth Richburg. Micaiah Rose Reynolds. Kyle David McCrae. Jacob William Sowards. David Patrick Tudor. Donald J. Trump. Leslie Teal Hartman. Jeremy Tyler Stiggerwalt. Andrew James Gibb. Jason Randolph West. Travis Lee Grimm. Colin Patrick Belot. Levi Jacob Stalder. Adam William Sigmund. Barry Tyrone Westmoreland. Daquan Dwayne Yarbo. Philip Michael Simmons. Catherine Ann Cawley. Haley Ann Irvine. Amanda Nicole Cadell. Keely Ann Hennessy. Isaiah Seth Gregory. Kristen Nicole Jarrett. Lauren Nicole Johnson. Sarah Elizabeth Cartmill. Michael Shane Robinson. Justin Allen Barr. Hannah Ray Copley. Kaylee Morgan Dillon. Erica Lynn Pop. Kaylin Noel Westfall. Allison Lee Kellerman. Ashley Faith Miller. Mary Elizabeth Day. Christopher Harold Casto. Cody Harris Queso. Jonah Scott Howerton. Christopher Kane Adkins. Abdullah Salem. John Cecilio. Manor Galib. Morgan Elizabeth Kelly. Jennifer Ann Collins. Noah Andrew Larch. Eli Barrett Tilley. Maxwell Hunter Kolb. Deontay Marcus Hanna. Ein Wynn. Gabrielle Darby Kelly. Clark Joseph Robinson. Rachel Nicole Sleester. Gloria Dimitrova Mavrova. Spencer Graham Ikevan. Cameron Gage Gould. Jennifer Ann Neiman. Tongyen Wen. Stephen Hanshaw. Anthony James Beatty. Victoria Landman. Elizabeth Mary Sunderhouse. Caroline Ray Painter. Kyle Hunter Rains. Corey Mitchell Perdue. Mateo Cassis Rosales. Anthony Alexander Market. Elijah Ray Didway. Cody Collins. Corey Vedvik. Curry, right? Yeah. Amaretto Curry. Aaron Derek Plant. Tony Pittman. Justin M. Castles Lyonson. Kamitra Bird.
We will now recognize the graduates from the Regents Bachelor of Arts presented by Dean David Pittenger. Leah Marie Deschambeau. Jessica Nicole Clary. Teresa K. Thompson. Brittany Danielle Eubank. Tasha Renee Coleman. Abigail McGinn Sofera. Deborah Mullins. Erica Bird, Justin Edward Hamrick, William Perry Amos Nicely III, Derek Ryan Lomax, Andrew Robert Maddox, Lindsay Renee Short, Glenn David Freeman, Caitlin Marie Defren, Heidi Lee Busher, Jackie Renee Mead, Joan Elaine Phillips, Brenda K. Archer, Ernest Lee Barker, Christopher Stephen Price, Morgan Catherine Castros, Megan Marie McCarley, Jessica Lynn Beal, Taylor Catherine Bledsoe, Kelvin Turner, Virgil Eugene Sammons, Earl D. Workman, Anthony Weston Lahan, Kayla Tucker, Tammy Dawn Smith, we will now recognize the graduates from the College of Science presented by Dean Charles Somerville. Elliot Tyler Logendike, Jonathan Joseph O'Neill, Quentin Xavier Brown, Joseph Ryan Forbes, Eric Russell Sias, Lindsay Morgan Hawthorne, Emily Ferris Wallace, Corinne Marie Ingram, William Nicholas Papa George, Taylor Marie Rydell, Alexandra Marie Keekover, Harold Ray Sowards II, Javier Andres Aguadello, Jacob Howard Shuck, Nia Renee Fullen, Aisha Shea Kotson, Courtney Brianne Lester, Trenton Hayes, Matthew William Oakley, Cayman Marshall Gerald, Haley Suzanne Breeding, Christopher William Davis, Zachary Stephen Thompson, Kai Broomfield, Naaman Michael Dyer, Nicholas Parker Reed, Savannah Joe Colley, Marissa Lynn Rolls, Megan Lynn Shiner. Tyler Scott King. Ethan Epstein. Paul Smith. Jason Scott Cherwig. Chergwin. Damone Daryl Chang. Kelsey Jade O'Brien. Kelsey Nicole Billups. Alexa Christine Fox. Chelsea Lee Cooper. Zachary Ryan Gill. Brady Alexander Raymond. John Caleb Varney. Chance Bradley Sigler. Crit Stender. Shelby Page Wilmoth. Megan Nicole Eggleston. Eric Allen Miller. Courtney Elaine Clayton. Amanda Joe Ryder. Kristen Taylor Markham. Kennedy Ryan Wilson. Kelly Ann Spangler. Shelby Lynn Campbell. Loretta Lynn Markham. Matthew Paul Smiley. Ronnie Lee Dameron. Emily Dawn Carpenter. Kimberly Danielle Hogston. Caleb Matthew Roach. Michael Dean Vass. Cody Lee Braley. Grace Yuki Benke. Luke Elliott Bronlick. Drake Anthony Securo. Jordan Cruz Martinez. Nicholas Ryan Kegley. Amanda Smithers. Ibrahim Mohammed. Joshua Benjamin Miller. Austin Blake Tyree. Austin Ray Riggs. Austin Heath Richardson. Romeo Vences Leonard. Caleb Michael Crum. Harold Ryder. Caleb James Spainhauer. Amber Dawn Bettis. Charles Taylor Lockhart. David Benjamin Jones. Elizabeth Keenan Hance. Nicholas Francis Robert Zarilla. Adam James Jonas. Stephen Chase Bennett. Matthew Colin Rice. Jacob Thomas Howell. James Keeling. Caitlin Slayton. Shufali Khanna. Mary Catherine Miller. Sarah Emily Ferrier. Derek Alexander Zinzo. Zachary Scott Shamblin. Kelly Victoria Shanholzer. Casey Lucinda Harker. Allison Kathleen Eason. Sydney Paige Mullins. Christian Spencer Edwards. Michael Tyler Gilliam. We will now recognize the graduates from the College of Information Technology and Engineering, presented by Dean Wael Zatar. William Palmer Schaffer. Christopher Blake Chadwick. Robin Gore. Tyler Nelson Hampton. Jared Scott Hypes. Anthony Joseph Pava. Quinlan Oliver McCracken. Ryan Scott Rydell. Timothy Austin Davies. John Michael Thornsbury. Kyle Robert Hurd. Bradley Thomas Bickford. Justin Lee Mullins. Derek James Edmond. Justin Bradley Wojciech. Aaron Shea Robleski. Clayton Gregory Folks. Garrett Dale Butcher. Caleb Shane Lindsay. Paul Edward Fox III. Christopher Robert Mansell. Zachary Douglas Littoral. Matthew Thomas Taylor. Drew Ray Fogelsong. James Isaac Evans. Robert Andrew Lewis. Matthew Lawrence Cardwell. Joshua Wilson Cooley. Christopher Stephen Greer. David Eugene Boggs.
Have her wait there. We will now recognize the graduates from the College of Arts and Media, presented by Dean Donald Van Horn. Mary Claire Odom. No rush here. Chad Andrew Floyd. Mariah Janice Lockhart. Peyton Maylin Hebb. Sterling Alexander James.
It's like Sophia.
Sophia, yep. Sage Sophia Shavers. Jacob Matthew Griffith. Yep. Scott A. Bolger. Polsky. Adam Charles Polsky. Carol Carlene Zuberer. Jessica Grace Roth. Riley Sarah Mahoney. Mackenzie Bryn Kyle. Alexis Bailey Leach. Kylie Lynn Hurley. Carly Lynn Plute. Mercedes Janelle Spate. Allison Nicole Carr. Logan Adair Parkalow. Casey Elaine Madden. Michaela Ray Keener. Sarah Lynn Ryan. Virginia Cheyenne DeBolt. Michael David Brown. Brianna Lee Paxton. Karima Yasmin Negmush. Nedo. Alexandra Erin Nedo. Leah Caitlin Gore. Lindsay Paige Cheek. Sun Win. Clara Leanne Maynard. Alyssa Bailey Turner. Madeline Aubrey Grant. Myla Georgiana Sullivan. Felicia Jean Nicole Cavanas. Ashley Lynn Haycraft. Huang Wei. Falwell or Falwell? Fall. Jackson Philip Falwell. Jasmine Janae Felder. Marshall Taylor Reynolds. Antonio Emery Jones II. Eric Richard Keynes. Thomas Marshall Cavender. Jordan Elizabeth Nelson. Caitlin Blair Fouts. Kiana Lachey Georges. Yvonne. Christina Yvonne Stradwick. Olivia Grace Hay. Yu Hao Zhou. Lucas Edward Hagley. Mandy Marie Harper. Chesley Marie Andrade. Samuel Carl Fischel. Robert McGurn. Danielle Giovanni Nicole Wright. Karina Arangazi. Chantil Mariah Foster. Casal Lim.
We will now recognize the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts, presented by Dean Robert Bookwalter. Katie Lemoyne Snodgrass. A little long, a little long. Sean Diggity Sutherland.
This is Carrie Jessica Sloan.
Carrie Jessica Sloan. Daniel James Ball. Zachary Aaron Montgomery. Katerina Adriana Gerald. Emily Augusta Proctor. Brian James Leonard. Alexandra Nicole Cadle. Crystal Dawn Harrison. Joseph David Weir. John David DeVore. Jordan Douglas Lambert. Megan Naya Mayo Knapp. Samantha May Holiski. Jada Lynette Williams. Carmen Jania Webb. Janae Webb. Hi. Jessica Nicole Meadows. Brooke Taylor Christian. Christy Lynn Kane. McKenna Delray Larzo. Taylor Page Freeland. Kaylin Madison Smith. Morgan Nicole Bandy. Jacob Michael Thomas. Rebecca Page Cutler. Zachary Kavika Jones. Abigail Jean Bergroff. Lindsay Morgan Burley. Ashley Nicole Wilson. Peyton Michelle Riddick. Sophia Diana Mills. Christopher D. Eddy. Ryan Liam Callahan. Jake McCampbell Harder. Jordan Nicole Lucas. David Ryan Havens. Jonathan Luke Decker. Amanda Laura Schwartz. Chandler Michael Milam. Abigail Arneson Pullen. Krista Nicole Harris. Caitlin Marie Miller. Caitlin Elizabeth Caswell. Joshua Glenn Sizemore. Landon Chase Markham. Jake Farley. Lila Rafaela Chirico. Austin Wade McClanahan. Taylor Alexandra Wisen. Kashara Renee Spalding. Michael Joseph Haverty. Tyler Nicole Webb. Samantha K. Shepard. Brandy Lynn Clay. Cecil Diamond. Alexandra Danielle Vega. Nick Roberts. Shayna Christine Hall. Eric Templeton Smith. Crystal Megan Thomas. Kayla S. Nelson. Anthony John Pierce. Thomas J. Adkins. Laura Lee Baker. Margaret Grace Clark. Carly Renee Gandy. Nolan Allen Miller. Morgan Emily Brown. Tiffany Michelle Spry. Jasmine Marie Calcote. Morgan Elizabeth Byrne. Zachary James Posey. Kaylee Elaine Wilson. John Midkiff. Haley Lee Hughes. Caitlin Nicole Graham. Angelina Caresa Mingo. Joshua Robert Williams. Michaela Danielle Ramsey. Morgan K. Minute. Kristen Brooklyn Wilson. Nathaniel Frank Hodgden. Alexander Noble Adkins. Savannah Gail Dukeman. Brianne Lynn Moorhead. Alexandra Bright. Michael Heath Fields. Nadine Noel Maggard. Taylor Jane Norman. Jacob Chance Smith. Rebecca Ashley Fitzgerald. Emily Morgan Caroline Burns. Alyssa Brooke Hager. Logan Sean Spence. Alexis Brooke Rinaldi. Courtney Mobley. Brittany Thompson. Ramona Mack.
Please join me in another round of applause for our graduates. It's now my pleasure to introduce Benjamin Sandy, a two-time graduate of Marshall University and president of the Marshall University Alumni Association Board of Directors. He brings greetings from the association.
Thank you. On behalf of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, congratulations. I'm so honored to be here and very humbled to share the stage with these speakers and each of you, our newest sons and daughters of Marshall. Thank you for letting the Alumni Association be a part of your day. A goal of higher education is to encourage continuous learning and improvement. So while your status has changed today from student to graduate, your work is not finished. Marshall now needs your help. We need you to be a recruiter and represent us proudly as an ambassador. We need you to let everyone know what a special place this is. Let people know what "We Are Marshall" means to you. Professionally and in your community, we need you to represent Marshall well. Do what is right. Don't hesitate to share your experiences and let everyone know that you made the best decision ever. One of the goals of the Alumni Association is to keep all alumni connected to each other and to the university. However, staying in touch with our alumni can be a huge challenge, especially with our recent graduates. In the next few weeks or months, you may be changing email addresses or changing your mailing address. It's important that we're able to stay in touch. Visit our official website at herdalum.com. Once you're on the site, you can update your contact information and become an active member. Again, that website is herdalum.com. We use Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so staying connected is very easy. Lastly, I want to mention that we have alumni clubs all over the nation, and they're willing to help. So if you're moving to a new area, check to see if there's an alumni club nearby. Getting involved in an alumni club can be a great way to meet great local alumni and begin to give back. Once again, it's an honor to be here, and congratulations to everyone. Finally, let's give it one more time. We are. Thank you.
What a glorious morning this has been. It's truly an honor for me to have shaken hands with each and every graduate. The degree you receive today is just one small step in your life's journey. The real work begins when you walk out of these doors today. Once again, to everyone, congratulations. This ceremony has been a wonderful celebration of your accomplishments. We have been blessed to have you as part of our lives. I hope you will remember us as alumni and sons and daughters of this great university, that you are a vital part of Marshall University and its family. Please come back often and share with us how you're doing. I wish each and every one of you tremendous success. Most of all, however, I wish you fulfillment of your dreams and aspirations in your life, the one that you began to shape right here at Marshall University. We will now rise and join Hillary Harold in the singing of the Marshall University alma mater. The words are printed inside the front cover of your program. After singing, please be seated until the members of the platform party and faculty have recessed. Thank you for coming.